Y'all have got to listen to what this Florida lawyer did because somebody broke in front of him at a buffet line at a wedding. I swear some people never cease to amaze me. So this Florida attorney was recently arrested after a fight at a buffet turned physical. 52-year-old Mark Rower is accused of 1 count of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. So it began verbally initially, then led to physical violence and an arrest. So the incident occurred at a wedding on January 18th. This was at Boca Lago Country Club in Boca Raton. It was said that during the wedding reception, Mark was in line at the prime rib carving station. That's when 2 young girls cut in front of him. He got really ticked off about that, so he then confronted the dad of one of the young girls. It was said that the dad ignored Mark, who was yelling at him, and that dad did not respond to him. Then, without even being provoked, Mark then struck the dad in the head with a dinner plate. It was said from there, a big, large fight broke out between a large number of the dinner guests, or the wedding guests, I should say. The man who was attacked reportedly gave his version or a statement of the events that happened. He stated that a white male who was standing behind him got mad because he was cut in line. So the man that was later identified as the attorney Mark walked up to him and they started arguing. The man said he attempted to remove himself from the situation, so he turned around to avoid further contact. That was when he was hit over the head with a plate and shoved. And it was said while he was off balance, Mark then grabbed his collar and held the plate over his head. Then it was said a worker at the event gave a statement saying they witnessed the whole interaction between the two of them, and that was from the start to finish, and they corroborated with the victim's account of why Mark got upset to begin with. The worker said that the father victim then turned away from Mark in an attempt to ignore him, and that's when Mark walked up to him with a plate, and then of course he hit him over the head with it. The witness also reportedly confirmed that the plate shattered and that Mark then pushed the father victim and held him by his collar. The witness then said that surrounding people then separated the 2 men, and then Mark, the attorney, tried to walk back over to the dad victim. The witness said they then heard multiple plates shatter. When Mark was first questioned, it was said he invoked his Miranda rights. Then later, during a custodial interview at the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, it was said he started to speak. He did admit he was upset he was being cut in line. He then admitted that he was the first to start the argument with the father. He also admitted that he made first contact by pushing the victim, but he allegedly denied hitting the man with a plate over the head. He then told investigators that the reception was a dry party. He tried to make it look like he suffered in the argument as well, reportedly. He also claimed he had several injuries where he was grabbed and escorted away. He claimed he was hit in the face, underarm, and shin. He was eventually booked into jail earlier this week, a few days after the reception, and was released on a $1,000 bond a few hours after he was booked. Well, all I can say is that poor bride and groom, because this man straight up ruined their wedding reception. I hope he knows he owes them an apology. This is wild, and some people seriously don't know how to act in public. I mean, I understand he got pissed off, but calmly talked to the dad. The dad probably would have been apologetic and then talked to the girls, but Mark went at him full force. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and for more true crime, be sure to hit the follow button. And if you're on YouTube, be sure to subscribe.